Hey guys, what's up? So I'm back with another video of cue cards, third take. So hopefully this is the final one. So unfortunately, the first time I recorded, I didn't get any audio, and I trashed the video without realizing that the main thing that video was the sweet pool of Cthulhu. So I don't know what's the rarity on this. I know it was one of the very first limited epics that came out in the first Halloween from the first year. So I don't know what the value is on this card, but I'm just happy to pull it. I know anything from Halloween set is kind of pretty sought after, and this one probably is sought after for collection purposes. So I may just put it up for trade, not to actually trade it away, and not to be like rude, but I am curious as to what people offer. I also did get this Daiko Kuten from feudal Japan. And what else? Some plundering pirates. I also realized that I made a horrible trade, really, really bad trade, for an extra door to hell. I gave someone let me trade this. I thought this was a limited epic or limited legendary. I'm sorry, and I thought, sweet, awesome deal. I'll accept, without even thinking twice. Now that I look at it, I was like, yikes, and that was on my second take. Since last time I did get my hands on a few of Norse mythology. Unfortunately, I didn't have much gems at the time, so Loki was probably my best pull from that. Unfortunately, I didn't get no Hell. Hell is my chase card. Um, it's not do or die, but I know it's highly playable. So if I find it, great. If I don't, I am doing just fine without it. But of course, it would be nice. But yeah, these are mostly the cards I pulled from Quarter Pounders. Um, I was basically just ranting about how great Quarter Pounders are, and I recommend them to everyone. I meant to click the shop just because of the sole purpose that it has 25% chance of one new card, and that's great if you are missing cards still. And if you look here, the limited legendary pull rate is 10%, and the regular legendary is 3.5%. So they do not do you wrong. And this right here is a prime example of something that I would not recommend. 35 gems for only science, so that's limiting. And the limited legendary is at 3.5%. So for 5 gems more, you increase your odds by 7.5%, which is great. And just to show what the average pull rate is usually with coins, you get under 1% for a limited legendary. And that goes for any of these basics. Even these premium cards for 3,000 for a limited content is 1%. Not to mention the chance of even getting a limited is already at 10%. So just keep your eyes out, read the stats. Anything that has a 10% on limited legendary pull rate is the best way to go and get things. That is how you pull cards like Cthulhu. So I am also wondering what you guys think about this channel and the future of it, which direction I should take it. I will eventually go over through the basics of cue cards, such as crafting, fusions, and deck builds slash what kind of decks are out there in the moment. For example, a popular one, thanks to Eros, is now Rainbow decks, which I think is actually a really good addition because it helps you get a variety of cards here. And this one right here, my experimental, is more of a true rainbow, in which usually you have your main album, which usually will, in this case, is science. I have 6 of science, and then the rest of the 12 cards are 2 from each other album. So Heimdall and Eros are my 2 rainbow buffs. They buff because I have rainbow, and everyone else stays in that 2 range, so they can get buffed except science, but science buffs itself. So all around, rainbow is a viable strategy at the moment. Not that I'm going to go into it now. And what cards you should maybe go after, my opinion, if you're just starting out, go to arts and culture, dive into that if you can, just because they tend to have the rarest cards like Hell and Norse mythology, Greek mythology, and Halloween, just some of the craziest albums out there, as well as arts and uh, arts design, web design or something like that, digital design. So currently right now I'm sitting at 11. I'm not sure what the leaderboard looks like, but yeah, I definitely want to kind of evolve this channel just a bit further, get some feedback from you guys, build a little community here, and I'm just gonna start the match. Oh, that's not the deck I want. Get me out. And ideally, maybe to a point where maybe you guys benefit with codes and cards and all that. I'll try to do some giveaways here and there. I don't spend too much money on this game, so I don't have, I seen a profile that had over like 50 euros piled up, and I'm like, I'm not mad or anything. I don't really care. I was just like, whoa, I wish that was me, because I would definitely do giveaways if that were my case. But since it's not, oh well. But if it were to change, then yeah, most definitely I would be more than willing to give out cards like that. But if you are low leveled, you benefit more. If you just starting out, I can always send you guys. Add me. Name tag is Plasman11. Check your level out and send what I can. So right off the bat, we got even Steven. So I feel like this person is gonna have an interesting deck setup. Okay, guys, Shinigami. Kind of an annoying card, but I can get past its low power. And yeah, like if I were to, like, for example, get like monetized or something, or set up a way that you guys can support me, the first thing I would probably do, and this isn't a must-have thing, would probably be like getting a tablet specifically for recording, because I'm doing this currently on my phone, and it's not necessarily a hassle, but I have to keep in mind like phone storage while doing like personal things. So that would be my next move with the channel. If you guys want to see me kind of just evolve a bit, I don't have anything set up at this moment, and it's not a huge deal. Like, I feel weird to ask for quote unquote donations or support. Right now, just watching the video, subscribing, liking, it's more than enough, really. But if we were to get there as a channel, I would be able to provide you guys with better quality content and edits, which is something that I have to learn from scratch, which is why I'm trying to do these all in one take. And it's an interesting journey. It's something that I'm enjoying so far, and I hope that you guys rally behind me too, just because I see that there's no one in Q Cards YouTube. So I'm just talking about prospects, about what could be and how we could get there. By Thor. So yeah, hopefully we get to that stage, because that's kind of what I want to see. And hopefully I can beat this guy, because he has a plan. And usually when I say that, it means business. I do not want to use this card, but here I am. Okay. Am I going to win that? Oh, nope. Ouch. See, if I had hell right now, this would benefit me. I got lucky, he says. Sorta? Yeah. But now I'm going to try to turn the tide of the battle with Testudo and Patronus Towers. I am at a disadvantage, though. He's got 2 wins, and if I have 2 wins, I think I'm going to see hell in that 3rd round. But I will also have Testudo in that 3rd round, so it sounds like a fair fight. Oh, that was not good. As well as Shinigami, though. So I got but yeah, I will cover the basics of Q cards. And as I recall, since I got a few friends playing, and I saw how they the tutorial is, it's very different. I don't really remember the tutorial in my case. It was just kind of like pick up and play. which was, you know, like, I don't even remember the very beginning of how cue cards look. All I know is it looks way more different, you know, than it did then, and that's good. Like, I would say cue cards has improved a lot. And like I said, I kind of started out when cue cards just came out, but I hadn't even known that, and that's why maybe I thought the game felt a bit lackluster for my taste at the time. Oh, I am dead. I am dead. And so I had left for a while, and I probably returned only recently within the start of this year, 2022. Because I was like, I'll go back and see what's up. And that's when I found out. I'm like, oh, well, now I really want to check out, because it's been almost 2 years. And now that I'm back, I kind of appreciate it a lot more and enjoy it a lot more. And having top 100 for the past 4 weeks. Will I be this week? I'm not sure. You guys have gotten way too competitive. It is absurd. I had to get 60 shields just to make last week's top 100. And I understand it was a really sweet avatar. This is probably one of the coolest avatars that, in my opinion, next to is probably my favorite one. I did pay for this one. This is the most money. If you guys get to Leviathan Master or Master Journeyman, this one gets offered to you for 65 US dollars. It's very pricey in my opinion, but it was a relatively good deal. It gave me like 10,000 gems, and I mean, if you do the math, like with the store and all that stuff, it's like what, supposed to be like $80. So that, you know, I was free to play mostly before that. I'd only spent like $2 before. So, I mean, I know that doesn't really qualify, but it's just $2. So I understand that free-to-play players can be annoyed by that kind of stuff, but I will admit, at least with cue cards, they do give decent offers when you level up. I just wish they weren't as pricey all the time. Not that I mean, it's you know, money is relative, but for me, $65 for a video game that's free, it's kind of a lot. I usually don't spend money on games like this, but I have. It's not. I'll try to be transparent as much as I can. It's just something I don't condone. You know, it's something that's like, well, if you have the money, you enjoy the game, and you see yourself playing, or if you already have played this for a few months, years maybe, then yeah. And I say that while also, you know, maybe talking about donations and all that stuff. So I could be hypocritical there. But this stuff is new to me, you know. That concept of how I could, you know, build a fan base, and also, you know, you guys support me in the sense of like, you know, donations or whatever. If I were to like, I would love to live stream for sure. The cue cards would be interesting. But at the same time, I could see it being very beneficial, because it's like, well, if I get, you know, donations and I can return it all to the channel, like I said, for a tablet, or also buy up more gems, so I can keep providing like content of like opening packs and all that stuff. It's kind of a loop, you know, and so I kind of have to at least try that. And paying attention to the game here, going back to this match, I have a really good setup. I'm gonna save Heimdall, but look at that Carcho. I don't think Carcho is necessarily vital to this deck, and whenever I use him, and he's actually like useful, does the minus 50, I'd rather use him at the end of the round to do that. But I always get him in the second round, and I'm already like 200, 300 power down the hole. Like, I'm not gonna recover. But that's when he's like actually doing his effect, which sucks. I mean, it doesn't suck, but you know what I mean. It's not convenient. I haven't been much paying attention to the enemy's deck here, but the Thrasher Shark alone doesn't. He might be a bot. He shouldn't have used Free Guy there either. Might not be a bot. What if I say, what if I tease him? What does he think? Cretaceous period, Estic card, and a lamp. I am going overkill and he hasn't left yet. I would have quit by now, I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah, definitely got to be more confident. And so does this person's deck as well. This person's deck is not taking advantage of the energy at all. Lackluster. Let's see how much damage I'm doing. 650, 1200, and then let's leave it down below because I'm probably in this last turn. I like how Emerald Bow has actually been pretty useful. He doesn't always work, but when he does, it's just enough. Just where I need him. It's not a huge debuff, but it's enough to kind of annoy the enemy, because I don't think I've seen Emerald Bow anywhere else. I don't think anyone's had anything close to my deck, and I think it's because of those the towers, the Patronus towers. I really want to watch this video, but I'm not because I'm recording. So if you guys want one last trick, hit practice, a practice match right here, right there that I'm pushing right now. If you win it, I'm not gonna go through it, but if you win a practice match, and they're always a lot easier and you don't have to wait for people. When you win, you can watch a video for 6 gems. So if you really just want those gems, just win a league match. So I think that's going to leave it all for this video. This is more just about the future of the channel and just trying to build a community and helping new players out and getting myself more, well, getting my content to be higher up quality. So things like getting a tablet, maybe a face cam. I mean, that's not necessary. I don't mind showing my face, but that'll be like the last thing I would get would be a face cam. I already said tablet, face cam, and maybe more gems and coins so I can pump out more packs. And not that would also be something that I wouldn't prioritize, because I need to get accustomed to buying in-game stuff. It's something that I just don't typically do, but I wouldn't mind doing if I had, you know, people watching and loving card opening nights. So let me see here, rarity. Yeah, I'll just show off my decks here, or my cards here. Purchasing that Leviathan thing is pretty much what got me a lot of mythics. Actually, that's not entirely true. I got Archangel and Griffin and a spare Kraken. So I have 4 from free to play and 3 from paying. And I did get these relatively fast because obviously, as you can see, I have no more gems. So I don't know if the pull rate changes, but I guess you could say all the 4 mythics on the right is still one up over the paid mythics, plus playing for a decent amount of time. I would say it's pretty even in terms of pull rates. Just going over my top rare cards here just to show off what I got. Who doesn't like to see another person's collections? The next level up reward is, I think the level up rewards are getting a lot better as you go along. It would be interesting to know why the limited rares are ordered the way they are. Because it's not dated, I think. So I wonder if some are actually harder to pull than others. That would be interesting. So I think that's going to be all for this video, you guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. All right, bye-bye now.